Hey everyone, Arta from Sunwiz here. Today I'd like to show you the PVprosell proposal editor. Included in the editor are two templates, one for residential settings and another one for your commercial settings. What you can see on the screen here is the irresistible proposal template, which is tailored for residential projects. This template was developed in collaboration with Dean Mannix, who is a sales professional that provided us valuable feedback and content in terms of what we should include in a residential proposal template. This template is already loaded into our OpenSolar environment, and as you can see, it includes a simple Our Story section, followed by a recommended solar design, high-level financial benefits, system size, system cost, and monthly repayments if they were to use a finance option. It includes an annual before and after solar chart, which is broken down to show you the finance repayments, the savings, and the bill amount after solar has been installed. A long-term financial savings chart. We have an environmental benefits section. The major components that are used as part of the system, these are exhibitor components and they're also interactive. So if I click on this play button, you can see it serves a video specific to that component. It's also possible to view additional marketing resources by clicking on the details link. And you can also download the spec sheet of the component as well. Moving on, we have the next steps section, which summarize what's going to happen next if the client is to proceed with the system. And our difference section, which highlights the experience, how many happy customers, how many awards won, and installations completed. Some additional content outlining why you should proceed with this installer solar retailer. A testimonial section showing a 5-star Google review. Energy balance section, which shows the solar production and the consumption of the client. A summary table which compares the two system options against each other. A how to choose solar wisely guide. And finally, a checklist a user can apply to when choosing a solar retailer or installer. I'm just going to show you how this template appears in the PVprosell editor. So as you can see, it's split up over various pages or sections, and some of them appear to be duplicate. So if I have a look at this second page here, you can see that it's actually got a type of cache, which means it will only appear if the project is a cache project. The duplicate page is set up for finance. So what will happen is any written content will update based on the settings of the page and determine whether to appear or not in the final proposal. There are two other page types that can be applied, one for battery and one for LGC. For example, this is our battery section, which is using an exhibitor element, the battery exhibitor element. If we go to page 6, you can see here that this has the panel exhibitor element and the inverter element. These are prefabricated elements which contain all the links based on the OpenSolar project data and save you having to do any manual formatting in terms of getting it to appear this way and including all the relevant details of the components. The next template is the Awesome Proposal template, which has been designed for commercial projects. The contents of this template include a cover page, a key summary page, which again has a type cache, and a second one for type finance. A Why Us page, which can be updated to be an About Us page. A financial summary page, showing the bill before and after solar, and the payback period. Again, one is finance specific and the other one is cash specific. Our analysis, which reviews the end customer's consumption, solar production of the system that's being proposed, as well as the solar production versus the consumption. Additional financial benefits charts. We have a testimonials page. We have a site summary page, a major component summary page, which shows the panels, inverters, and any other additional components. It also includes a cash flow page. Here what you can see are advanced placeholder values, which show a specific year value. So for example, you can have a look at the bill savings at year 8, year 10, and so on. It also includes two different types of quote pages, a manual one that's been created that you can easily jump into and edit and make whatever changes you'd like. And we also include a responsive quote page, which basically takes away the quote table from OpenSolar and inserts it into this section here. And finally, in this template, we have the system comparison page. It's also possible to use live values to see how the template will appear. So as you can see on screen right now, we have a placeholder value here, which doesn't actually show us the summary table. If we look at this example, we can see if we move to where there's a chart, it's actually pulling in live values. And this includes merge codes. So for example, if you have a look at this thumbnail, you can see business name if you look closely. And if we scroll down into the preview, it actually gets replaced. This makes it easy to quickly create your own proposal template with using live values, so you can see how it will actually appear rather than just placeholder values. The proposal editor also has access to the Bootstrap 5 framework, which means you can create next level proposal templates. Here I will demonstrate what that might look like. Bootstrap 5 allows you to create some interactive elements. For example, I've created a slider element, which allows me to cycle through different system installations. You can also use an accordion to hide and show content. And you can use some already pre-formatted settings. This is a card, for example. Getting started with PVprosell is quite straightforward. First, we need to link PVprosell with OpenSolar. To do so, you need to navigate into OpenSolar's control section, click on Other, Integrations and API Keys, and paste in your Sunwiz API key. Once this has been done, the next step is to map the PVprosell templates to OpenSolar. You can do this by accessing the Purchase Experience section, Proposal Template, and here in the top right corner we have the Proposal Template button. Clicking this and then clicking on PVprosell template, we can give it a name, and then from the list we can choose which one we'd like to map. These are all mapped already, so I won't proceed with this. Once these have been mapped, you can then preview each of the templates by clicking on the Customize Proposal tab, and up the top here from the drop-down list, you can choose which one you'd like to preview. This is currently our Bootstrap 5 example, and I'm just loading in our awesome proposal template so you can see how that appears. You can also view the irresistible proposal template. any proposal that you can see in this list can be loaded in to see how it appears. Once you have chosen the one that you like, you then click the Save button and it will be applied and you can send it out to your customer. I'm now going to demonstrate the features of the editor. Here I have a special template which has every possible input for merge codes, charts, and other prefabricated elements. As you can see here, I have live data in here. So it's returning values based on the specific placeholder value. If I was to edit this element, you can see it's a table broken up of all the different available placeholder values, or merge codes as we'd like to call them. Some of these values might appear as blank, and the reason for this is they just might not exist or have been set in the OpenSolar project. Let's have a look at some of the prefabricated elements and the charts that are available in the editor. Page 11 has a system summary element. We have a responsive quotation page, build before and after solar chart, or this is an infographic because it has a header and footer. And here is the chart without the header and footer. We also have OpenSolar styled charts as well, if you prefer their appearance. And we have a lot more charts to choose from. Some of the charts may not load because they might be battery specific or finance specific. Based on the data that has come through from the OpenSolar project, it determines what charts will appear and which ones will be hidden. You can also customize the colors of the charts by clicking your company name in the top right corner and clicking Edit Charts. Here you can update the colors of the charts to whatever you'd like. You can also update the labels within the charts, and you have a list of different charts that you can edit. I'm going to show you quickly some of the elements that are available to use in your proposal templates by creating a new test template. So I've set up my first page. This page is specific to the PDF proposal. There is also an online proposal that you can create, which will appear in the online proposal section of OpenSolar. You can even develop a mobile version of the template as well. This gives you flexibility to have 3 different layouts depending on the medium you'd like to serve to your client. So if you wanted to send a PDF file, you can have a different template.